The night was darker than usual when little Emily, a 10-year-old girl with curious blue eyes, wandered too far from the campsite. She clutched her flashlight tightly, her loyal golden retriever Max padding beside her, his tail low but his spirit alert. The jungle around them was alive with strange sounds, rustling leaves, distant cries of night birds, and the eerie hum of wind through twisted trees. "Don't worry, Max," Emily whispered, her voice trembling. "I've got you." "And you've got me." But before she could take another step, the air grew cold, unnaturally cold. A thick mist coiled around her ankles, and then she felt it. A shadow moved faster than her eyes could follow. A cruel laugh echoed through the trees. Out of the mist stepped a tall, ragged woman, her eyes glowing green, her voice sharp as broken glass. Well, what a sweet little child has wandered into my jungle," the witch hissed, her claw-like hands stretching forward. "And what a fine dog. I could use both of you." Emily screamed, trying to run, but the witch lifted her staff, and in an instant, dark vines shot up from the earth, wrapping around Emily's arms and legs. Max lunged at the witch, barking furiously, but with a flick of her hand, the witch sent him flying into the shadows. Emily's cries faded as the witch dragged her into the heart of the jungle. Hours later, Max stirred. His body hurt, but his heart burned with determination. He sniffed the air, his nose catching Emily's scent, mixed with the bitter smell of magic. His eyes narrowed. Nothing in this world could stop him from finding her. Emily, meanwhile, awoke inside a crumbling stone hut deep in the jungle. The witch stood over a bubbling cauldron, chanting words that made the walls shiver. By midnight, the witch whispered, "Your soul will be mine, and your dog will never find you." Emily clenched her fists, tears sliding down her cheeks. "Max will come for me." He always does, and she was right. Max was already on the hunt. He pushed through thorn bushes, waded across streams, and dodged strange creatures that slithered in the dark. His fur was scratched, his paws muddy, but his loyalty was stronger than any pain. When he reached the hut, he crouched low, studying the witch through the cracked window. Inside, Emily's hands were tied with enchanted rope. "Don't cry, little one," the witch mocked. "Fear tastes better when it's fresh." Suddenly, a low growl echoed from the doorway. The witch spun around just as Max burst in, teeth bared, eyes blazing with courage. He leapt at the witch, biting her staff. The wood cracked, sparks of green fire spilling into the room. "Max, no!" Emily shouted. The witch shrieked, striking Max with her claws. But the dog dodged, circling, snarling, distracting her just long enough for Emily to wriggle free. She grabbed a sharp shard of broken stone from the floor and cut through the ropes on her wrists. "Run, Emily." Max barked. If words could be heard through his desperate eyes, that's what they said. But Emily didn't run. She stood tall, her voice shaking but strong. "I'm not afraid of you," she cried at the witch. She grabbed the fallen half of the broken staff, and with Max beside her, she raised it high. The witch hissed, sending another wave of dark magic. But Max leapt into the air, knocking the spell aside with sheer willpower. The hut trembled, the cauldron tipped, and fire spread across the floor. Emily swung the staff with all her strength, striking the witch square in the chest. The scream that followed shook the jungle. In a flash of green smoke, the witch crumbled into dust, her power gone forever. Breathing hard, Emily fell to her knees, tears pouring down her face. "Max, you saved me." She wrapped her arms around his neck, and he licked her cheek, tail wagging despite his wounds. As dawn broke, the jungle no longer seemed so terrifying. The mist had lifted, the shadows retreated, and the path back to safety was clear. Emily and Max walked side by side, tired but unbroken. She looked at him, smiling through tears. "You're not just my dog, Max. You're my hero. My best friend." And as the sun rose, painting the sky in gold, the little girl and her dog stepped out of the cursed jungle together, forever stronger, their bond uncheckable.